Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Benedict Construction. Custom work, that is what you get when you call Benedict Construction. Custom remodeling, custom decks and patios, great custom work like this beauty right there. Classic stuff. Trust me when I say trust Benedict Construction. I know I do. Look at that work. Somebody had a beautiful deck built. That is just gorgeous stuff. Benedict Construction. Gentlemen, over at the Benedict Construction big board, we call it that because they actually built the thing. Doesn't look so big because we're zoomed in. Let me throw out some names here. Jamal Adams, Avery Genesee, Charles Harris, Greg Pike, Dietrich Wise. What do you know about those guys?
Heard of one of them.
These are
Tennessee recruited the Genesee kid.
These are all members of the All-SEC team this year. And it gets back to something Josh said in the first segment. Ja'Shawn Robertson makes the All-SEC team down there. But it was Dylan Wiseman who made the All-SEC team according to sports information directors. Talked to a lot of people at UT. Coleman Thomas is the one that they point to as their best lineman. How much should we really pay attention? No knock on the media, not knocking ourselves. Well, okay, a little bit. But how much can you pay attention to these picks? Because to be honest with you, even if we're sitting there saying, this is my first team lineman, I don't watch Ole Miss play 12 games a year. And I certainly don't sit there and keep my eyes posted on one specific lineman so I can grade him. How seriously should we take the All-SEC picks, guys? And if you disagree with me, I don't say very much, but disagree with me, say so.
Well, I don't think it's any different than predictions for games, for whatever poll, whether it's AP poll. Coaches don't watch games, so or a lot of them. So I think it's pretty standard where you're taking off of a small piece that you're able to watch these games. You can't watch everything and every time, especially the linemen are a little bit tougher. You reference different things, and team success oftentimes is a good tiebreaker. Yeah. But Charles Harris, I think, is on a different level than the rest of the guys. There are a couple of those guys that have appeared on other preseason first teams, but he's one of the best pass rushers in the SEC.
He's up there, though, because his name is extremely generic, and I'm betting that most of the people watching win. Charles Harris couldn't tell you where he plays.
Right.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much that goes into it. I would use it to maybe, if you look at the preseason All-SEC teams, to ballpark the talent difference, but an actual grade, no, because you have bias in the picks clearly with who's down there. There's also, I think, guys that go to SEC Media Days, they probably get a little bit of a benefit of the doubt because the media's actually seen them in person, so you recognize their name when you're filling out your ballot on a Wednesday or Thursday. So there's so much that goes into it. And then with the team picks, we're 5 of 24 on picking the champion, so we've missed in other areas as well.
All right. Very quickly, Russell.
Yeah, I mean, I've been down there and seen this. It's a computer. You do it online. So this is how it happens, right? There's a media guy. He's in his hotel room at media days. Afterwards, probably in his underwear, potato chips on his shirt, mustard stain, and he's got his Lindy's or his Athlon open for the offensive line. Oh yeah, that guy sounds good. That's pretty much how it works.
Bob, you give much attention to it?
No, not at all, but it is so much fun. I pay a lot of attention to it for that reason.
Just to see.
It's football, and it's preseason football. There's not that much going on. Talk about it, but yes.
And it feels
I don't go to bed at
on
night
Sports Talk Radio, which I'm thankful for.
Pondering who the second team offensive lineman was for the All-SEC
and that's kind of why I think, when people get upset about it and use it as a slight, it's like for the most part, look, we know Tennessee, and the Kentucky people know Kentucky. When you mix it all together, I'm sorry, I can't tell you who the third best defensive lineman at Texas A&M is, and I don't think most other media members can. So it's a little silly if you put too much stock into that stuff. When we come back, how much stock do you put into the talk of Tennessee's player leadership? There's a lot of it. That was kind of the theme in Hoover for Tennessee. Player leadership. How big is it? Come on back on the Sports Source.